business were easy, everybody would be doing it. I remember once I had a client, her husband and her had never taken a honeymoon, and they'd been married 7 years. And she texted me from Maui and says, "Oh, Tom, I did what you told me not to do, and I checked in with the business, but it's absolutely running perfect without me."
Step 5 synergy, Coach Tom. What does that mean to you and with ActionCoach?
Yeah, so step 5 is like, now you got your systems in place, you got your people running your systems, and you've been kind of directing it all. And now you plug in someone that can step in for you. That might be a general manager, it might be an operations manager, it might be a CEO, whatever you want to call it. It might be a field manager, depending on what type of business you're in. And then that gives you choices. So like, okay, do I want to open multiple locations? Okay, we got this one mastered down pretty good. Now we can duplicate it. Don't duplicate chaos.
Yeah.
Get the one thing going first, right? So then, okay, do I want to, do it more locations, franchising, what do I want to do? Other businesses or ancillary business off of this. This is once you get to that level, we talked about stopping you from opening all these other businesses back in the day. Now, once you get to this point, this is the point to which you can be like, okay, yeah, I can take all this stuff and apply it to any other business, right? There's so many other businesses. Like you guys could own an embroidery company, like with all the knowledge, it's the same kind of thing, right? It's not, you could own a custom pen company, from all the knowledge you take. But so synergy gives you the ability to duplicate yourself, and then it's pretty simple. That's where you get a lot of freedom. And then the next step, I'm kind of jumping ahead, but so basically it's synergy. It should be starting to run without you.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Do you truly have synergy in your business if you as the owner you're still working in the business?
Yeah. If it runs, if you're only working there because you want to, otherwise you need to replace yourself with someone. So it depends on, a lot of people love what they're doing, and they're not necessarily building their business up right away to sell it. It does take some time to build a business up to sell. It could take 3 to 7 years, sometimes less, sometimes more, depending on where you're at right now. But some people just want to keep doing what they want to do. But that synergy level gives you the ability, like, I still like doing this. I still want to do this. I don't see myself retiring at 40. Right? So it's up to you. So synergy, you're plugging someone else in because you've already developed a system that's in the team.
Yeah.
So,
well, even if you want to sell it or not want to sell it or start more businesses, I think synergy at a very basic level also means that when you hit that point of synergy, if you go on vacation, what is your stress level? Like, are your is everything set up in a way that, like, if Marc and I, for example, we go to China, we go to China for 10 days, right? And we have even a system set up for emergencies. Right. Everyone can always reach us, but we know that if there's any emergency, Moose is trained on everything that you go to Moose, right? And if there's something that's so pressing, you can always reach out to us, which last time we went to China, it didn't happen. If there's anything urgent, Moose will message us like, hey, this is happening if you want to chime in. But other than that, we're pretty carefree in China. We're off a different time zone. We're almost 15 hours time zone. So it's not like when folks are working here, we're awake, we're sleeping.
Right.
So, and we sleep the whole night. It's not like, oh my gosh, are we going to get text about something? Because we have created systems and we've created, we've done all the other 4 or 5 steps. And they don't work perfectly, but we know what works. We have confidence in it, and we can go to China and we can work there. We can go on vacation, and for the most part, we can, be unplugged,
Yeah.
And so whether you're opening multiple or whether you're own business with 2 employees or 3 employees, it's your decision with synergy. Like, that's a great measure on how synergistic everything is.
You nailed it. The vacation is the barometer for synergy.
Yeah.
And I remember once I had a client that went on her first vacation after we built her business, and I told her to not check back in, not look at the company dashboard while she's on her vacation. And her husband and her had never taken a honeymoon, and they'd been married 7 years, and they had a couple kids at home, and they'd never been away from the kids for 5 days before at a time. And she texted me from Maui and says, "Oh, Tom, I did what you told me not to do, and I checked in with the business, but it's absolutely running perfect without me. And so she was ecstatic about it, and it actually brought tears to my eyes, you know, like, but so that was awesome. She was there. But sometimes when you go on vacation without this, if you haven't put the stuff in place, like it could look like this. Your vacation could be like, oh, I'm going on this $5,000 trip to Maui for a week. It's costing me $5,000. But my business doesn't run without me, so I'm not making $5,000 while I'm not at work. Mm-hmm. So now that essentially this Maui trip is costing me $10,000. Yes, it was worth $5,000, but sitting here on the beach is not worth $10,000 to me drinking this Mai Tai. Mm-hmm. And I'm worried and I'm stressed. When my family's having fun, I'm stressed and worried and checking my text messages and my emails and my CRM and whatever else that might be, and taking calls when I should be 100% present with the family and feeling good. So that's what synergy is about. Is I think it should be called vacation mode. You know, like that's the barometer where if you're there or not. And that's where you got to plug in the person that can take that. You have a moose. Yeah. You know, so who's your moose? You know,
our teams are there.
I love the name. Like, who's your moose? I know moose because I've worked with moose for a while now. So I love moose. It's like, who's your moose?
If you're on vacation and you're not enjoying your vacation and you're stuck in your hotel room on your computer the whole time, is it truly a vacation?
No.
Are you truly a business owner? Like you're still stuck working in the business, you know?
Bought yourself a job.
Yeah. And I want everyone to know, like, it's not smooth every time. We're still working on it. You don't just again, you don't become perfect at every 6 and it's done. It does not work like that. It's just knowing and having the confidence that you understand the system.
Right.
And you're working on it, and the confidence that it'll work for you. And once you get very good at it, you can point the failures. You can work faster at fixing it, and that's what's important.
Yeah, it's definitely a process. I remember when my parents started the gift shop up in North. You know, it was like 7 years ago. In the first few years, they're building the business, they're building it, things are going good, but they were just like 4 years into it. They were working so much in the business, they hadn't taken a vacation in 4 years. And I said, Mom, Dad, like, you got to start enjoying this. Like, you're working so much in the business. Are you truly a business owner? You guys have just literally bought yourselves a job by working in the business all day, every day.
Right.
It's not until you can take a vacation and have the business run without you that you're truly a business owner and you can truly call yourself an entrepreneur. So now, with John and I consulting my parents and with the help of us, we've gotten them to the point where they can leave for 2 months at a time. They can take the RV. They did a cross-country road trip to Florida, Key West, and all the way back. It took months off. Their team runs on its own. They can check in with them. Things are running smoothly. They've got systems in place. They've got managers in place. They've got a great team, and they've documented everything, and they're off to the races.
Just so you know, you taught us so well, and we taught them so well. We can't do that for 2 months, but somehow they can. So
we're still working on it.
We're still working on it. All right. But they got the message. But I would love to end this section on synergy because you truly start understanding synergy when you work on all the steps. And then you understand the power of synergy. But here's a quote here that I feel like it kind of made me chuckle when I read it. Right. And the quote goes, "Synergy is when your business stops arguing with you."
Oh, wow. That's really good.
Yeah. Synergy is when your business stops arguing with you. Now, the way I want you to take that is go back to the other 4 steps. Is your team arguing with you? Is your money arguing with you? Are you going to the bank and going, oh my God, I don't have enough of it? And your bank's like, I got to spend more of it, and your bank account's saying that. Is your marketing arguing with you? Is the marketing guy calling you and he's like, I need to spend more money to get a higher ROAS. I need to do this in marketing to do this. Do you just keep arguing with your business? Because if you're arguing with your business and you're the point of contact, it means there's absolutely zero synergy in anything you're doing. And just like you guys have been saying, you just bought yourself a job. All right, we're done.
Way to go. Yeah, it's important. Business is, I'll tell you the definition of business in a second, but if business were easy, everybody would be doing it, right? But it's only about 9% of us fools that are in business for ourselves.
Out of the 9%, what percent actually make it?
Oh yeah, I don't
lesser
even.
percent.
It's the astronomical, the ones that don't. But so my definition of a successful business is a commercial, profitable enterprise that can run without me. So commercial, we think about having all those things in mastery, and profitable, we think all of the steps in marketing that we talked about. And enterprise, we got the system and the people that are running it, and without me is the synergy. So commercial, profitable enterprise goes along with the 6 steps, if you will, hand in hand. So that's really the definition of a successful business. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, we just talked about this. We talked about, vacation time and things like that. So this is kind of the last step. And this is where, Mark and I are truly trying to reach this step. So I don't think we're still working on the synergy part, right? We've understood what synergy means for us now. We understand we have to create better systems. We have to write things down. I say that loosely, like not notes. I mean, like write systems down, all right?